Hello to the 5 people watching. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to talk about what is, in my opinion, the best way to invest into Bitcoin. If you are completely new to Bitcoin, you've heard of it, you don't own any Bitcoin, you don't understand anything about it, the best thing you can do, in my opinion, not financial advice, is to find what exchange is available in your country. So for most people, you'll have something like Coinbase or Kraken available. Now, these are centralized exchanges, which means they will require you to use a KYC, know your customer, in order for you to use them. But I believe they are pretty beginner friendly, pretty straightforward to use, and it's going to be pretty easy to set up. To add to that, you need to basically decide what is the amount that you are comfortable with investing. My advice would be, I would say, it's good to start small. So start with a small amount, even very small amount, and do it. For example, let's say you work, you have a job, and you get paid every week. I know there is a option on Coinbase where you can automate your purchases, and you can set up an order, and every week you will purchase some Bitcoin, or every month you would purchase some Bitcoin, depending on how you get paid. Do that for a while. Do that for a while until you gain some confidence. Basically, you will be incentivized to do some research. You will be incentivized to find out what that is and how it works, because you will have skin in the game. I just think it's better for most people. It's easier if you completely remove emotion out of it, set up these automatic purchases, and forget about it. Because for most people, to be honest, especially if you have a very long-term view, it will be the best. You set it up, you don't go on YouTube, you don't watch some influencer telling you this or that. This is gonna happen or that is gonna happen, and you know, when they're gonna be wrong, which they will be, because most of them are wrong, you're not gonna be losing money because you're not gonna care. That's the easiest, and that's how you remove emotions out of it. Because as I will get in the next point, you'll see that emotions play a very, very important role when it comes to markets, when it comes to investing. Again, this is going to be my opinion, not the financial advice. Emotions are what drive markets, okay? It's not the only thing that drives the markets, but it's definitely an important factor in driving the markets. Any markets, doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be crypto. It can be the S&P, the Dow Jones, whatever. Emotions or the herd mentality can be very bad for investing. If you are not a beginner, and if you want to min-max a bit more and try to squeeze more value out of your fiat and get as much Bitcoin as you can use an indicator. I don't even think it's an indicator. There's a fear and greed index called, and this is available for all markets, including crypto, including Bitcoin, and basically measures the emotional state of people involved in it in general. So you'll have like a value going from 0 to 100, and if you're below 20, it's going to be extreme fear, and if it's above 80, it's going to be extreme greed. So what happens, because you know we are humans, we have emotions, there is two extremes to this. There is something called FOMO, which is fear of missing out. When you have exuberance, when everybody is talking about printing money, when everybody on YouTube will tell you, oh, it's gonna go to 200K, it's gonna go to 250K, and so on. That's FOMO. And the opposite side to that is gonna be, it's going to zero, it has no value, you're wasting your money, and so on, which will be extreme fear. Now, statistically speaking, buying at extreme fear and selling or taking profits when there is extreme greed in the markets has statistically worked well. Again, it's not 100%. It's not, don't take it like to the bank, like there's always extreme fear, buy, when it's always extreme greed, sell. It's just something to add to your toolkit of how to, you know, how to learn to navigate this market, I guess. It's not a science per se. You have to be a bit more involved. It's not as simple, set up and forget about it. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. But if you want to learn more, it's a good way, how I found out, that gives me an extra bit of an edge, I guess. But what I want to say is that fighting against those feelings that you will have, because trust me, you will have those feelings, you will have extreme fear when price, you know, drops 10-15k, and you will also have exuberance, and you will have also extreme greed when price goes to 120 something, for example. And it's very, very hard to control those emotions. It's very hard for you to sell and take profits when everybody's talking about how high Bitcoin will go. And if you're an idiot if you sell, and it's going to be very hard for you to buy when price is collapsing and the market is in extreme fear. You're going to find these fear and greed index indicators on Google. There's a couple of them. And if you go back to history, to the price of Bitcoin or other assets, like I said, it applies to other assets, you'll see that it's not 100% perfect. Nothing is. When it comes to investing, there is no magic indicator, but it matches pretty well with significant tops and extreme greed, sentiment and exuberance, and bottoms or extreme fear that provide a good opportunity to buy. So as summary, if you're a complete beginner, stick to dollar cost averaging. Make it automatic to completely remove emotions or give you the opportunity to, you know, mess it up. Set it up and forget about it. And if you have a long-term view, 5 to 10 years or more, there is very likely a high probability that that investment is going to work out for you. I think this is going to be the best advice, not financial, just my opinion. This is going to be the best for most people, 99% of the people. Dollar cost averaging or DCAing, I know it's not glamorous, it's simple, it's very simple, but you know what? Sometimes the simplest way is the best way to do it. You won't care if it goes down, you won't care if it goes up. You don't have to go on YouTube to watch your favorite influencer because Bitcoin dumped 10k or Bitcoin went up 10k and you don't know what to do. Don't check the price of Bitcoin every day. Set it up, forget about it. Go out for a walk, go for a hike, go travel, visit some different countries. Go out there and enjoy your life. Let Bitcoin do the work for you. Yeah, that's it. Short and sweet. I hope you liked it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.